excuse me, about what the benefits are of the safety council, exactly what it is, and then we'll kind of explain what the who, what, when, and where, the Huron County Safety Council, where we meet, times and all that stuff. So I do want to get this started with some introductions. We'll start with Julie Reynolds from the BWC. If you want to introduce yourself, kind of a brief, brief biography of who you are and what you do at the BWC.
Thank you, Kevin. Yep, I'm Julie Reynolds. I'm with the Bureau of Workers' Comp. I've been with them for 25 years. I do ergonomic consulting, and I take care of 4 safety councils throughout the state, and I'm a backup to a couple of them as well. That's kind of it in a nutshell.
All right, I appreciate that. I know you've been to several of our meetings, you've spoken at some of our meetings, and you've kind of been all over, like you said, different safety councils. So we appreciate all the work that you put into it. That's for sure. You've been very helpful for us here in Huron County.
Sure.
Another introduction I want to make is Jeff Diamond, also from the BWC. Jeff, you can kind of introduce yourself, kind of a brief overview of who you are and what you do at the BWC.
Yeah, my name's Jeff Diamond. I work for the BWC as well. I work for a division called PERP. I originally worked with Julie as a safety consultant. We worked together for 8-9 years. I can't remember. Probably too long for her. But together we, I am the primary on Huron County Safety Council, and Julie backs me up on that one because she has 4 others that she takes care of. So, but primarily I was a safety consultant before. Now I'm a compliance officer with PERP. So as far as public employers and private employers, I'm pretty well rounded in both. And whether it's, construction standard or general industry, that's what we're here to help everyone out. So especially with the Huron County Safety Council, I live in Huron County, so I'm always, apt to take care of my backyard as well. So, I've been a part of this safety council for my full time with the BWC, so it's going on 10 years now. So I have a lot invested, and I want to keep it going. So anything I can do to help, I'm always here.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in and again talking about safety council, and then obviously we'll take some questions there at the end, and we can talk about, if you want to join the Huron County Safety Council, how you can do that. I know we have a couple slides. We're still working on getting those ready. Okay. I don't know, Julie, if you have those slides available that you could share your screen with. We have some technical things on our end that we're not able to get to it.
I will attempt. Hang on a minute. While that's kind of running in the background, for those that aren't familiar with what Jeff and I do, we're the proactive side of workers' comp. Usually people don't worry about workers' comp until they've had a claim and they're like, oh, my premium's going up, and how do I handle claim management and all that stuff. Our goal is to help you not have a BWC claim. We come in and do consultative services, all at no extra charge. It's a portion out of your now I'm going to try to do 2 things at once, talk and find a PowerPoint, not my strong suit.
I'm pulling it up, Julie. Go ahead.
Okay.
I got it.
You got me. As always. Thanks, Jeff. So we come in and do walkthroughs, provide you with information to help with your policies, any training we can do. Jeff handles more of the public employers, but we come in and just help you with your safety program. We want to make sure you have the resources, especially smaller companies that don't have a full-time safety person dedicated to do that. It's more of HR, payroll, purchasing. And now you're doing safety too. So we're a resource that you can tap into. That's not going to contact OSHA and say, oh my gosh, you should see what's going on. We're here to help. We are the government and here to help you, literally.
Everybody see the slides?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll start with number 2 then on the slide.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just a second here. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. I'd say probably jump to number 3.
Okay.
So Jeff and I already did a who and a what.
And while this is getting pulled up, again, apologize for this, but I do want to mention, so the Huron County Safety Council, we meet every third Thursday of the month at Norwalk High School at the Arts Room at the Ernst House Performance Arts Center. Doors open at 7:15, 7:30 is when the speaker begins. And we do provide breakfast for those. So it's definitely, you're up early, you get a nice big breakfast to get started your day. And we definitely enjoy having breakfast catered, and I think a lot of people do as well. So I think it's ready here to kind of begin the slideshow here.
All right. Want me to go, Jeff?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Basically, what we have 80 plus safety councils throughout the state of Ohio, with Huron County being one of them, and they are very active in making sure that the area employers get what they need in terms of a safety topic once a month. And we've also done additional trainings. We did an OSHA 10 hour for general industry, where I think we had 29 people present for that, where they got their OSHA card. We are able to let you guys network. The breakfast is awesome. So that if you're food motivated, that's always a good one. But we're taking a look at just giving you another avenue for getting BWC information once a month, along with that extra safety topic that might lead into you realizing you need to have more information on that topic. A good one is, I know Jeff does a OSHA record keeping. He can do a session for the safety council, but then there's so much more into it that lets you know that, hey, I need more information on this topic. I'm gonna contact Jeff, Julie, or one of the other consultants and see what else we can do for you to get you up to speed. Anything you want to add, Jeff, on that one?
No, I think the nice part about it too is you always kind of have contact with Julie and I, Kevin as well, and the steering committee of, any safety questions you have. It's a good networking. Julie and I have worked with hundreds of employers, literally. Julie probably thousands. But we know like industries, and if you're willing and we can reach out to someone else, we can get you in contact with another, let's say, trucking company that has had the same issue and has gone through the same thing and has fixed it and eliminated hazard. So the networking is good. And Julie touched on, we can do custom classes if we need to, or if the safety, we've had this in the past where the safety committee, as a whole, they wanted to, or the safety council as a whole, they were really interested in a topic. So, a couple of years ago, I think Julie, myself, presented on that topic itself, and that, had to do with retail. So the possibilities are really endless, and it's really one of those things. The safety council is, you can get as much out of it as you want to. You can go for the breakfast, and you can go to meet and socialize with everyone and pick up a few safety tidbits here and there, or you can dive head first and be on a steering committee and really go out there and network with like industries. And hey, I want a list of all the safety council members, and you can get that, and you can network with anyone. Hey, there's other plastics manufacturers in here too. I'd love to talk to them about an issue we just can't seem to solve. Or hey, we did this and I really just want to share it with someone. Those are good opportunities too. So not only classes, but networking and that type of stuff.
The next one. And if you're not food motivated, how about money motivated? So Um, we offer a 3% rebate off of your premium if you attend at least 10 of the monthly meetings. Those will start in July, which we're in July right now. This is the beginning of our fiscal year, so Happy New Year for everybody. We see that Huron County offers 12 meetings throughout the year, so you only have to make at least 10 of them. If you can't, there are other opportunities. There's an external training credit, so if you attend one of our classes, you can get credit for that. So we work with you to make sure that you'll get at least your 10 in to get your 3% rebate. We do cap the 3% at $5,000. Those are for larger companies though that are attending, and if they're paying quite a bit in premium, we cap it at 5,000. But for the most part, we're looking at helping smaller employers. Self-insured companies are not eligible, but we do have quite a few of them that attend just because of, like Jeff mentioned, the networking, the training opportunities, that not only the once a month topic, but also the it's a lot more, but sometimes we get hung up on the 3%, which I get. So it's a good carrot to start with. And it's easy. So all you have to do is get signed up with Kevin by July 31st. You can sign up any point throughout the year, but to be eligible for the rebate program, you need to be signed up by July 31st. That's the hard and fast rule that BWC has. Again, any 10 meetings between now and the end of June will get you that 3%. I think the previous sides, you have to be up to date on your BWC premiums and all that good stuff. But there are other options in case you can't make 10 meetings. That's pretty much it. It is very simple to get 3%. So.
Yeah, it's we have 11 meetings. We do take December off, so if you make 10 of 11 meetings, you're
Gotcha.
just fine. You also have the opportunity, if you get 2 credits, you can do them online. If you don't make it to 10 meetings, you make it to 8 or 9, you can get your credits. No more than 2, but you can get credits online as well. And as far as topics that we've covered here at the Safety Council, we've done things from like we talked about the eclipse, how to prepare for that. We have a ladder safety training. Lockout tagout is something I'm going to try to get to this year. Mental health safety in the workplace, building security in the workplace. We had a topic with the new marijuana laws going into effect. We had a lawyer come out and speak to businesses about, how to protect yourself and what can you expect with those new law changes. So there are a wide variety of topics that we try to talk about, we try to hit on throughout the year. And hopefully a lot of them kind of speaks to what your needs are as a business, and kind of speaks to kind of some of the things that you're concerned with in terms of safety. Are also very fluid. If you have a topic that you're interested in, let us know, and we're happy to try to find that for you as well. So it's very, as I mentioned, there's a networking piece. We have probably at least 40 plus businesses represented at our meetings each Thursday that we have a meeting. A lot of them are going to be like-minded, or like I should say, kind of what you do with your business, and like businesses. Again, there's a great breakfast as well. One thing I want to kind of ask Julie and Jeff about, and obviously just talking about kind of promoting the BWC, and maybe having a contact directly, whether it's me or obviously you specifically Jeff at most meetings. Some of the grants that are available through the BWC now, they can kind of get those on their own outside of Safety Council, but I think having a relationship and seeing someone every month with the BWC kind of maybe gets them a little more educated. Can either of you guys talk about like some of the equipment that's been kind of awarded to some of the businesses with the grants that's available through the BWC?
Yeah, I'll start, and Julie can kind of piggyback on that. And she's way more involved in grants than I am at the moment, but I've done a lot of grants in the past, and before the year and a half I've been in my new division. But we're still doing grants, and I'm still helping people. So the grants program in itself, the umbrella over everything, opened back up July 1st. All of the grants were temporarily put on hold there for a few months. And then now they're all completely refunded and going strong. So just a few to talk about is the safety intervention grant's the big one. That's $40,000, 3-to-1 matching. And then you have school safety and security grants. You have a firefighter grant, which helps pay for like turnout gear and Nomex type of stuff like gloves and masks and that stuff. Can, for firefighters, it can cover the exhaust systems and the fire stations and that type of stuff. But as far as the I don't want to be politically incorrect in any way, and I don't want to give any advantage or making the state's pretty clear on that. But I will say, I think the best way I can say this is Julie and I have helped hundreds of safety council members get grants. And it's like Kevin said, just because we have monthly contact with them, and sometimes it's weekly, and depending on how often we're in contact, or via email or phone or whatever, helping you solve some problem or something. We just have a lot of contact. We know a lot about their business. Then it's really easy for us to guide someone in getting a grant then, and helping them, support the paperwork that they need to submit. And since Julie and I've done so many grants, especially Julie, we know a lot of the shortcuts too. Like, don't get bogged down on this step. This is what you really want to focus on. Wording gets kind of tricky sometimes. I like to say Julie and I are the common sense approach to this. We like the Reader's Digest version, like, hey, what's the nuts and bolts of this? What do I need to put here? What are some buzzwords you could put in there to grab, the grant committee's attention, that, they would be likely to approve something if you're using, the right lingo and, safety hazards and elimination and abatement and, words like that. So I think just through the years, we've gained a lot of experience with grants and helping safety council members, get those grants. So I don't want to say there's an unfair advantage, because I'd probably get fired if I did say that. But we, having such good relationships with safety council members, it's easier for us to help them get grants. Maybe that's a better way to say it without getting fired. I'll start, and then Julie, I'm sure, can name a whole bunch more. But the stuff we've helped companies get grants for, I mean, it's sky's the limit. If you can prove that it's going to increase safety and reduce hazards, the grant committee is willing to look at it. There's slam dunks, like easy ones like scissor lifts and that type of stuff. I'm getting rid of ladder work, and now I'm putting scissor lifts in. Now it's a platform that goes up and down with guardrails on it. That's so much safer than ladders. So that's an easy one. We've helped with fall arrest equipment working around, overhead and tanks, overhead storage, and automated traffic signals and traffic lights for construction zones and work zones, and pneumatic lift assist to lift stuff to take pressure off of back. Now I'm in Julie's world in ergonomics, but we've done stuff like that. And you can jump in now, Julie, because I draw blanks when we've even done drones. We've gotten drones for companies that inspect roofs, home inspection companies. We've gotten robotic mowers for a city that has a bunch of reservoirs. So instead of using a tractor on the crown of the top with the boom arm, they were using low gravity, robotic mowers, and they even attach snow throwers to that in the winter, and that's how they get the snow out of the overpasses. So all kinds of stuff.
You did good. There's like Jeff
said,
that
was a lot of pressure.
Yeah, we usually say, if there's something that you're looking to purchase, contact Jeff or I, and we'll see if we can help you with the grant, see if we can help fund it. It's basically looking to see if we can reduce an injury potential. The whole concept of the grant is We're helping you pay for equipment that's going to make it easier, safer, better for your employees. And it's really gone towards a lot of the smaller companies that otherwise wouldn't be able to purchase this equipment because it's out of the price range. You're doing okay without it, and you're just going to muddle through because you've always done it that way. The grant has really opened up a lot of opportunities for those smaller employers to make a big difference for the employees. And it doesn't have to be, oh, we have to affect, 50 of our employees. If you affect one person, make a difference in making their job easier and safer, that's the whole point. So uh, give us a call. That's kind of like Jeff said. If we're there at every month, it's like, oh, I'm going to ask the question, or oh, yep, I got to get my grant together. Can you take a look at it? Can you review it? We're there every step of the way. When you read it on our website, it's written in government, and we have the decoder ring to to get through the definitions and what do they actually mean. So I don't want to say it's easy. It's not guaranteed, but it's basically 40 grand with your name on it. And we just are going to help you every step of the way to make sure we can help you secure that grant. So, all right.
Thank you.
And
Is
it's
anybody-
proactive too.
Right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Kevin. You don't have to have had an injury. We get that question still all the time of, do I have to have had an injury? Something, that this hazard affected someone. If you recognize the hazard and see a potential that it could hurt someone, that's good enough. So it's a proactive grant as well.
And we won't reimburse for something you've already purchased. So you have to be approved. You have to be approved before you can go ahead and purchase. But it's been running about 6 weeks from when you apply to when you get a response.
So
It
certainly
used to be about 6 months. So it's a whole lot better.
Yeah.
So certainly safety council opportunity for your business to save some money, 3% on your policy, and then having, a bare minimum monthly access to people from the BWC at your safety council meetings to ask questions, to kind of pick their brains a little bit in terms of equipment and other things that you can do to keep your business more safe. Does anybody have any questions for myself or Jeff or Julie? Okay. Hopefully that means we did a really good job then, I guess. But so again, the Huron County Safety Council, we meet every third Thursday of the month. No meetings in December. We meet at Norwalk High School at the Ernst Housing Performance Arts Center in their art room, which is right next to where the stage and auditorium is. Cost to join the Safety Council, if you're a member of the chamber, it's $100 if you're a member, $125 if you're not a member. What we'll do is we have the list of everybody's emails who participated in this, and we'll send you the application and the form to fill out for Safety Council. Our next Safety Council meeting, the first one of this fiscal year, is actually next Thursday. So coming up here pretty quick. And in terms of who you can send for these meetings, yourself can attend. You can send your HR person, your safety director. You really can send anybody who you want to attend these meetings. You can bring multiple people to the meetings as well. You just got to make sure that somebody from your company does sign in. If you go to a meeting and do not sign in, you will not get credit for attendance. So it is very important that a sign-in sheet goes around that you do sign in. And that's how we kind of keep track of who attends these meetings. So if there aren't any other questions, I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks, Jeff and Julie, for coming on board, kind of giving us an overview of what Safety Council is. Some of you may be familiar with Safety Council, who have been members in the past, or even current members, or looking to possibly join Safety Council. Hopefully you got some good information out of that. So with that, out of respect for everyone's time, we'll kind of end the meeting and hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thank you.